are only the ones I can name at the spot. God knows how many more there are. Point proven, Komi is generic. Next.
He's proving it. Oh,
End
sorry.
point! End point! Just end point!
Yep, he's proving
generic.
it. He's proving that it's generic.
You can list 6 series off the top of your head. Okay, can you list 6 series in shonen? How about
Give me
6
a
in
series
mystery?
you like.
How about 6
Give me a
series in romance drama? Like there's always going to be ones you can name off the top of your head, and there's going to be thousands of others. So many of the series don't get a standard serialization, even if they're good. But and bad ones stick around forever. Just your point is invalid.
What is he talking about here?
Talking about there's
yeah,
there's a plethora of fantasy novels that talk about elves, dwarves, and magic powers. So you know what?
All generic.
Lord of the Rings is overrated.
All generic.
Lord of the Rings is generic.
Yep. He's proving it. Look.
Point proven. Lord of the Rings is generic, guys. Smack, bang, slam fist. There it is. Lord of the Rings
And
is
just
generic.
generic equal sign bad.
Yeah. Point.
Proven.
That's all it is. Just the fact that it's generic, that means it is bad.
Fucking
Yeah, I would just love to
Owned atheist.
like talk to this guy and be like, "Yo, favorite series," and he goes like, like
Hold on,
this.
hold on. I think we're not there yet. I think we're gonna get it. Let's.
I'm just saying, and then we'll be able to name 6 series that is the same premise.
Yes.
And be like, generic.
Generic.
Your series fucking sucks.
Yep. If that's what your point is.
Yeah.
If you're just gonna 3-sentence it being generic, then guess what? 3 sentences, this is generic, so it's bad.
Yep.
Yep.
About the premise. The first big moment in the manga was the conversation between Tadano and Komi, during which she states that her dream is to have 100 friends.
No.
At the end of the first volume, in the bonus mini chapter,
Don't make this a
she,
thing.
Najimi and Tadano write everyone Komi became friends with, and the volume ends with a box saying 97 friends remaining. In the
Here we
second
go.
volume, they do that again and end with 94 friends remaining.
They
By
stopped
the
doing
end of
this.
volume 3,
That's
she's
gonna be
made
his
11
problem.
friends. By the end of volume 4, she still has 11. Finally, by the end of volume 6, she has 15 friends. I showed up to prove, beyond the shadow of a doubt, that making 100 friends was the manga's premise. Yes, past tense was the premise. As far as I know, beyond volume 6, number of friends wasn't given any focus.
As far as I know,
So I'm gonna make
Despite-
points about things that I know nothing about.
despite not continuing to read volumes beyond 3. Okay.
Again,
Well,
and even
4.
during current chapters, it still hasn't returned. I asked on Reddit
He asked on Reddit.
Seriously.
This man put this in his video.
Hang on a second. It was very recently talked about how many friends that she had because the little girl that she babysat, she brought a friend
That's
and
true.
she goes, I made this many of friends.
And
And,
then
Komi goes, I made this. This says 9 days. Okay, well, I guess it was 9 days. I'm thinking about 9 days, but that was a year ago. I don't know how much time in the manga. But it was brought up. And even if it wasn't brought up, she's still shown slowly making friends. So we don't need the exact number. We can look at, hey, based upon the number of characters that we are seeing interacting with her and saying that they are friends now, we can infer that it is this number.
But he wants to be shown, not told.
Why?
Remember? He's being shown and not told that he's mad. You're seeing
Let
that
me
now,
go
right?
to Reddit and ask. How about read it if you're gonna complain about it?
Make a fucking
Hold on.
video about
Hold
it.
on, hold on. He's got to be playing 6D chess because the contradictions he's throwing out here, he's got to be mirroring what he sees in this series. It's contradictory, like his
There
like his
is
talking
no
points.
6D chess. And he got 2 answers. And he goes, see?
There's only 2 people on this thread. Okay, this is...
and all said that it was moved to the side, which, if you ask me, is just a euphemism. The manga's premise got ignored and dropped later on. Do I even need to
What is that smug ass fucking octopus
It's
face?
disgusting. The number of friends don't matter. It's the fact that she is still making friends and interacting with her friends, learning how to talk to people. That's a big premise of the show. It's not just 100 friends. It's 100 friends that matter, that she's able to talk to them and everything.
explain why that's a bad thing? Frankly, I won't. Let's hope you know that already or figure it out yourself. But anyway,
Shit's hurting my brain.
I can't believe it.
Hey, this is bad, but I'm not gonna tell you.
why it's bad.
You figure it out.
You should be smart
Hey,
enough and on my
Edit my
level.
video.
That is so pompous. I'm gonna make this video to explain why it's bad. But this talking point right here, man, it should be obvious to you. If it's not, you're a moron. Way to call everyone watching your video beneath
Now
you.
hit that like button.
Hit that dislike
Smash
button
it.
and report this video for harassment.
even before the premise got yeeted out of the manga, there were problems with it. Let's look at the list of friends from Volume 2. It includes Yadano, the rival girl, heavy air quotations around that rival part, and Nakanaka, the delusional girl. Yada got 2 chapters and her basic ass personality was established, but Komi noticed Yada's existence in only one of those chapters, and even then she got to spend a few hours unboxed with her. Nakanaka's personality is just as one note, and she only got 1 chapter. In that chapter, she also had only basic ass interactions with Komi. My point here is
Oh, you know, maybe if you, I don't know, read, you would see that, oh, these characters have many more interactions.
Yes. And in
Later on.
in that chapter where she met the eye patch girl, the eye patch girl is sitting there just like they all partnered up, and she goes, I don't need people. If they touch me, they'll disintegrate. And then she sat down and she was like, why don't anybody want to team up with me? And then Komi extended her hand, and they teamed up. That's depth right there. She's putting up this dumb Chinubyu. Is that the word? You guys know what I'm
Something.
talking about.
Oh, Chunibu.
Yeah.
She's putting up that
Junie.
front, just vulnerability and all this stuff. There's a lot there with that one little panel. He goes, generic. They don't. Why should she consider herself a friend to Komi?
They're showing it and not telling it, which is the problem, right? That's what he was complaining about in the first 9 minutes of this video, was all of the too much showing they were doing and not enough telling. Oh no, wait, it was the opposite that his complaint was. Now that they're showing a fuck ton per chapter when it comes to development and imagery, now it's no longer in your brain as something you're looking for. Now it's a problem. Dude, can you hold a point?
That's crazy.
Please.
He's all over the place.
We're 12 minutes
going
in,
nuts.
and you've got squirrel on caffeine brain going on with your points. Like I can't.
He's going
I
off
can't
the
respect
rails.
it. I can't respect it. Did you do a rail before you recorded this?
Some people are just
the viewers are turning against us. Play another meme clip.
filthy
Funny.
Frank.
Hit that filthy Frank button, guys. Let's go.
this. Hence, they barely qualify as acquaintances after so little interactions and so little
I.
Maybe this is a short form kind of manga chapter thing. And, you know, they introduce the character. There's some depth in the imagery that they're showing you. Of course, you're not recognizing it. And then, you know, it's just kind of like, hey, fun little moments here and there. Yeah, this, yeah, that. Hey, new friend. And then there's also kind of like an implication of, hey, you know, outside the manga chapters, we're not seeing every waking moment of these characters.
The thing is, maybe this guy doesn't have real life friends or the ability to make real life friends. Because if he did, I'm sure he would know explicitly that when you are going outside, hanging out with people, even just talking on a Discord in a voice call, you can have a single 15-minute conversation with somebody and connect. And they're
Seriously.
your friend now. And they're your friend. You don't have to be best friends. You don't have to be besties, BFFs,
No.
just absolute freaking twins. No, you don't have to be. But you can appreciate somebody enough to consider them a friend with only a few minutes of interaction.
Komi
You don't have to
considers
be
them a
blood
friend.
tied.
Komi considers them a friend. They're happy to be Komi's friend. What
Like,
more do we need?
Everybody connects differently. I mean, we've all, let's face it here. The three of us in this call have met dozens of people at anime cons that we go to that we don't talk with every day, but we consider them friends. So this point is almost an attack. I feel like this is ridiculous. How can you say, well, they only interacted for a single chapter and they're friends? This is ridiculous. Make friends, my dude.
Yeah. Talk to somebody for 5-10 minutes. Like, hey, you cool. Give me your phone number. Give me your Discord.
Don't tell them that you're an idiot, though, because that actually may help a little bit.
The time spent together with Tommy.
Tired of it
But
already.
still, at the end of the volume, they were written on the friend list. So the meaning of friend here is a person you know the name of and met like once.
Oh, there we go.
And
That is
meme
me.
click.
That is me right
All
now.
it takes is for Comey to outstretch her hand and go, "Do
Yeah,
you
dude.
want to be my friend?" And they say yes, and that's a number.
The girl doesn't have friends. She is in her first year of high school and doesn't have friends. Anybody who is willing to connect with her on any emotional level becomes friend. Were you not like the lonely kid in high school at any point in your entire life? I
I don't
you've ever had
understand
a
this
singular
point.
time in your life where you've had hardship, you can appreciate when anybody reached a singular iota of a fucking finger your way.
He just goes, they had one chapter and they're considered a friend. Yeah.
You're discounting her entire issue. She can't communicate. She has no friends. Anybody who shows any emotion towards her, she's going to want them as a friend because that's a barrier she didn't have broken before.
It's a connection that she's making with people.
Jeez.
Yep.
No depth. No depth, guys. None. Zero.
One
Zilch.
note.
Normal girl.
One dimension.
This manga even faced its premise this early on. Next, another big problem. Komi is treated as a goddess by everyone for no fucking reason. Come on,
Again with
try
this?
and explain why she gets the goddess treatment from everyone and why seemingly every person on the planet thinks she's some majestic creature. Try. My best guess is just because she looks kinda pretty, but that in turn would mean everyone is a vain idiot who only cares about looks. No one
It's not kinda pretty. Literally in those chapters, like you literally said, people call her a goddess. That's
don't-
not a like.
You don't
oh,
get
just
that
'cause she's a
name by
goddess.
being a 9 out of 10.
Yeah. You are a 15 out of 10 in the looks department.
Yes.
And yes, like for comedic effect, it is shown that many of the people that worship her are vain as fuck.
Oh, yeah.
They're just dumb boys and girls.
Yes.
They're kids.
Like-
Some of them.
This is high school.
Yes.
They're 14. 15 in Japan. But but yeah, like like there's a thing is clicks and popularity and stuff in high school.
That is literally the entire.
And it's just a cementation of the fact that even the adults, like the teachers, are like, we must worship her. Like it is just
Yeah.
No, they
Like-
haven't been shown, guys. There's no reason. Zero.
None,
yeah, no
zero.
reason. No reason at all.
Not the fact that everybody blushes when they.
Nope.
Not the fact that everybody is just so eager to even talk to her.
Nope.
None of that.
No matter how you slice it, it's bullshit. The manga gives no reason as to why Komi has the reputation she has.
Know your fucking place.
If I see this fucking clip one more time,
Same
I'm
clip.
gonna throw my shit.
That's fine. You know, sometimes clips are rare on the internet. There's only like 6 to go around. All right,
Yeah,
we gotta
no.
spread them out.
Coming right up, the next flaw is repetition. For no bloody reason.
Oh,
Again, repetition.
you are not bringing
There's
that
no
up right
reason.
now, dude.
This manga is repetitive. Komi-san repeats things
Make a
that
PNG
don't need
of
to
your
be
an
repeated.
octopus, you piece
Because
of
this
shit.
manga is repetitive. Do you even hear how broken that sounds like? Well, that's what this
It looked like he was like trying to format a Microsoft Word document, but wasn't
Yeah.
aligning right.
That's exactly.
Also, like again, this is a subjective comedy thing. Like on our normal podcast, DA has brought these chapters up, but I find them funny every time. Is that there's like this singular like moment like thing that happens where someone will be like, Comey, go buy me a sandwich.
Love it.
And then
Oh, so good.
and she, just because she can't communicate, she like goes to the sandwich shop, stands in front of it, like for multiple panels and like starts shaking to nervousness because she's like, I have to go and talk to this person to order this sandwich. Then she walks into the sandwich shop, is standing in front of the person, starts shaking again nervously.
Yeah.
The person's like, hey,
Yeah.
you want a sandwich? I'll give you this one. And it's the wrong sandwich. And she gets sad, but then goes back to deliver it anyways. Like, and then like, the dumb thing is that chapter, when it pops up every other time, there's a slight improvement
Yep.
Yeah.
in how she approaches that
Yep.
situation. So it's a dumb little comedy thing, but it shows her growth every freaking time.
And then one of the chapters, you got the little country girl that's just like, she's so cool. She can order without even saying a single thing. Stuff like that. That's another thing of, hey, this is how people are perceiving her. As she's standing in front of the sandwich shop, the little country girl just like, wow, she's just standing there all coolly. And Tana knows in the background just like, you can do it, Kobe, go on in there.
Even as recently as the latest, and again, these were super short chapters, the latest 4 chapters that were like 5 pages each.
Yep.
Maybe not even.
No, they were-
The eye contact chapters.
Yeah.
Yeah. it was
Again,
like 4
all of
pages.
those hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
I found it extremely funny. It's a repeated joke, but it's still funny.
Yeah.
Repetition does not equal sign bad.
It can be done well, it can be done poorly, but you're just going repetition bad. Moving on.
Mm-hmm.
Manga DOS. Let's go over a couple instances. First panel of chapter 18 repeats what was just stated in chapter
16.
Chapter 20. Narrate.
Did he just...
He most certainly did. He did.
Just keep going.
Couldn't
Stop.
be
Just keep
bothered.
going.
Couldn't be
Keep
bothered.
going.
Couldn't be bothered.
Just keep
One
going.
single number. Couldn't be bothered. No, sir. Moving on. Can't even fact check it. Nope. Let's just put in a robot voice here and perfect. That's making my point. That making me seem smart. That making me
Thanks,
seem
Microsoft
well
Sam.
researched.
Oh my god.
Communication. Chapter 23. It's repeated yet again that Tadano is a nobody. Chapter 36. The joke about what the hell Najimi is. Chapter
One single
39,
line.
Is she a she or is he a he? Page 9.
One single line.
That was it was a word.
A word.
It wasn't a focus or anything. It wasn't a big text blob. It was in a paragraph of text.
It wasn't a full chapter or anything. You skip over that, nothing changes. It's fine. Oh my goodness, now people are fawning over Comey? We've seen this before. Moving on. Bad. Repetition bad. We've seen this, you guys. So Comey is bad.
Mm-hmm.
Komi gets special treatment again. Chapter 41, page 5. Komi's unexplained reputation again. Chapter 43, page 5. Same thing again.
Ricky.
Chapter
You
47.
do not make fun of the sandwich chapters.
I could probably go on.
He keeps making fun of the sandwich chapters. And he said he could go on and on with the fact that people are enamored by her. But why are people enamored by her? Maybe look at the things that you showed. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe when people out on the street are looking at her and blushing, maybe you can infer something, maybe, sir? Maybe?
No, clearly
No,
not.
show me.
Show don't tell, guys. You know, remember 6 hours ago when we started this, the show don't tell.
But they show eye patch
No.
people being sad, and that's
No, they
depth.
didn't.
And therefore,
No, they
she's
didn't.
not.
No way to infer what that character's about.
He
Not
wants
a fucking
show
single detail.
sometimes, he wants tell sometimes, and he wants neither all the time.
He wants the exact meaning injected into his fucking brain. Is what he wants.
Just give me, just show me what the
Dude.
manga's about, and then that's all I need.
On and on if I read further, but fuck it, I proved my point.
This
Point
definitive
proven,
ass-
repetition, repetitive. Point proven.
Done.
This
I'm done
definitive-
here. It's repetitive.
I can't, dude. I'm breaking here with this. Is this guy kidding? Okay, Let me break this down. Okay.
Meme Spice, just real quick. I believe you're the one who linked this. Fuck you.
Oh yeah, big time.
Literally big
I could have gone my entire life and never seen this video and been
I could
perfectly
have,
fine.
I could have died a happy man. This man talks about how repetition proves his point that it's bad. So by proxy, that means the sheer amount of times you have just
Repeated yourself.
not only repeated, but absolutely missed the point and then said that it was definitive proof. The fact you missed it was definitive proof. The contradictoriness in repetition, and then the finality of his statements of my point proven.
The
My
finality
point
is
proven.
a big
My
problem.
point proven. The finality of his statements with actually no meat to what he's talking about is it's infuriating.
This is the exact opposite of Totally Not Mark, where he's over. It's like, my opinion, personally, just me saying. And this guy just like, this is done. Hammer gavel.
I just
Jesus
proved it.
knows.
I proved it right over there.
Hold on, how many times has he proven his point now? Is it 4 times? We're on 4, right? That was 4?
I think 4. I believe 4.
So let's see how many more times in the next 10 minutes.
Next, narration boxes that explain things that don't need to be explained. Doesn't sound so bad, does it? Well, yeah, if all I had was this description, I also wouldn't think that it's a big deal, but in reality, it's so much worse. The text is so ridiculous. It makes the manga seem like it was made for people with brain cancer and autism at the same time. It spoon-feeds you
funny.
information so basic and so simple, it's almost insulting anyone thought it was a good
Please
idea to
get on your point. Get
This problem is
to the
big
point.
because it's present in almost
Lambasting.
every single chapter. In almost every chapter you have narration that tells you what you can already see or really easily guess. There's also a second variety of bullshit narration boxes.
So the narration is something that you can see or that you can guess, but you cannot see why Comey is beloved. You cannot see or guess why they are considered friends of Comey.
Can kids see why? Can people see why kids love Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Apparently this guy
Nobody can. This now he
Yeah. Now, you're getting my
Imagine this
point.
octopus screaming at the commercial. But why? Why do they like Cinnamon Toast Crunch? Tell me!
They're showing you, homie. Don't you want to be shown? Tell me.
okay. Here's this little box telling you. Oh, we don't need to tell me. I can see this. What? What do you want?
The contradictions, they're mounting. The hill he's on that he's decided to die on is skewering him with swords.
And those are the ones that tell you what a drawing is supposed to show. Let that sink in. A piece of
Supposed.
text telling you what you're
Let's
supposed
go,
to
homie. Let's
see
go. We got
in
it.
a visual medium.
He just lambasted that these text bubbles were for brain dead cancer patients, and yet he is here narrating why it's a problem like he's talking to brain dead cancer patients.
I.
This has got to be the best game of 6D chess.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be. But I've seen so many bad points that I can't imagine that this is. It's just that I don't know. But it's not. This is not chess. This is just somebody who's really, really bad.
Wait, you don't believe me that there's ridiculous narration in almost every chapter? How about I prove it? Here's some examples from chapter 13th to 41st. Chapter 13. Komi-san finally entered after making up her mind. Yeah, no shit. We see that.
We rarely get into Comey's mind. We are seeing if she's finally entered after making up her mind. How do we show that without showing her in front of the cafe for 3 panels? We can't.
And this is also like this type of comedy writing, comic comedy writing, where it's just like there's like narration to emphasize a comedic point. I feel like this person, if he read it, would hate Scott Pilgrim. Because this shit is all over Scott Pilgrim.
Uh-huh.
The Scott Pilgrim graphic novels are fucking amazing. Like, it is a style of comedic
You know what
writing.
I find hilarious is if Scott Pilgrim is like one of his top series on his channel, like he just lives about it.
And yeah, this
Like
is
fun.
also for comedic effect.
Yes.
It's comedic outlining of what you're seeing. It's meant to reinforce that this is rare. It's meant to reinforce that this is against her character.
Yes. Imagine this without the text bubble. It's just her standing in front of it. But now we see that she's finally entered, meaning that she's been out there for a while after making up her mind, which means that she had the thought of leaving. Does
And
a
then
lot
she
with just that.
temporarily withdrew. Like, like, yeah, like there's this, like, you would see her like kind of step inside, step up. It would just seem weird.
Yeah, it's
Like,
just
the
incredible.
text held, like, there is showing, but like in what this scene is trying to convey, the text is kind of necessary because it's like you get into her mind a little more because she's a character that doesn't freaking talk.
yeah. So we get little stuff like this, like, okay,
This-
she's finally entered.
This is a way, it's a narrative way of showing. They're telling, but it's a soft tell because you're meant
Yeah.
to be paying more attention to the fact of what's happening. The
Like,
text
I will
bubbles are
say-
reinforcement. Like, this isn't hard.
in the manga, or sorry, it's not in the manga, in the anime that is going to be coming out soon. Like, what I expect and what I would find funnier is if these scenes, when they animate them, actually have the text like this too.
Yeah, that would be
I don't
great.
want a
I
spoken
hope so.
narrator because I think the spoken narrator would be kind of dumb.
Yeah.
I absolutely hope so.
But again, this is someone's thoughts projecting out. I don't want to. This isn't a telepath. This is just a person's inner monologue speaking.
But yeah, that would
So
be
yeah,
great.
I did.
But we're gonna get a whole lot of examples of these types of things.
Komi-san.
Yep, here we go.
already withdrawing. Yeah, we see that. Komi-san doing her best again. Yeah, we can fucking see that.
That's a good text bubble. She's doing her best. If we didn't get that, she'd just be going inside. And we're like, yep, she's going inside. But here we see that she's trying.
Uh-huh.
I'm exhausted.
This Revisited is exhausting. Oh, now you see.
I love watching the Revisiteds. I love that I'm here. I wish I hadn't just pulled a 7-day work week.
It's rough.
I wish I could yell.
You just look at this like, oh crap, people actually think like this. Oh no.
Wants to cry. Well, why don't the drawing show that?
You know, you can take this image right here, erase all of the text, and understand nothing. Absolutely nothing. Comey could be mad. Comey could be stressed. Comey could be anything. And Tadano could just be shitting himself. The text bubbles are necessary because the characters are complicated in their emotional range.
Like, I know we've stated this before, but you know, and I know repetition is a bad thing. I'm sorry, Mr.
Generic.
YouTuber. but it seems like this character Comey has a hard time. What's the word?
Expressing
being generic.
her emotions, communicating.
No.
No. It's a C word. It's a C word.
Being a cunt.
No. Communicate. She
There
can't
it is.
communicate well.
There it is.
So maybe she cannot properly express what emotion that she wants to do.
And the
So-
comedy of the scene comes from her having such a stoic face, but wanting to cry.
Oh, that's the joke?
That is the joke.
Oh, you know, if they should
Oh,
have a better way of
okay.
showing it, like showing that she's stressed and can't communicate and wants to cry. Oh, wait, they are.
They could show the derp face, but that's not what this scene is trying to convey. She's doing the cool beauty, wants to cry.
But the dirt face doesn't do it. The fact that she looks stoic but
Yes.
yet wants to just fucking lose her shit is important
Yes.
because that's her fucking problem, my guy.
Showing her with
normal
tears
girl.
welling in her eyes would not
Knows
do
it's
what
wrong.
this does.
Wants to say that it's wrong, but didn't say it. We fucking get it.
You don't get it, and that is very
Dude.
clear.
You really don't.
It's very. There's you, and then there's the point. But now you can't see me waving my hand over my head. Therefore, it's bad, right?
This man is trying to play 3D chess on a checkerboard.
Seriously.
He aimed it on the checkerboard. He's trying to play 3D chess on a fucking Connect 4 board. Like, that's what's happening here.
Yo, we're playing tic-tac-toe.
Playing Hangman. This is 6D chess, right? Bet your ass, dude. Bet your ass.
just without the text bubbles, it's just her looking down, looking up, and then leaving. That's nothing.
That's her. Oh, wow. That looks neat. Thanks, friend. Walks away. Cool. Nothing is given. Nothing is understood. Knows it's wrong. Wants to say it's wrong. Didn't say it. Hey, I live with two people who are actually like this. Who actually cannot deal with the social anxiety of having an argument. It's not even an argument. Saying there's a problem, they can't. They have an anxiety attack. Full on. I am the Tadano of this friend group I'm discussing. I am the one who goes up to people in public and be like, hey, listen, can I do this? Hey, listen, this wasn't right.
You're that mean you're that mean picture of she asked for no pickles.
That is literally me. But like, this is important because it's showing she's trying, which is massive. Two, it's showing that inner anxiety-ridden monologue of, I know this is wrong. My friend is counting on me. My friend is counting on me. Fuck it, I cowered it out and
But
walked
she
away.
can't.
That is huge.
She wants to say it, but she can't.
It's character depth and explanation right in front of you. They are showing you. They are screaming it. Literally
They are
screaming
explaining
it.
her character to you in this
They are
moment.
beating you with it like it's a bat.
It doesn't say that she doesn't care. She wants to say something, but she can't. So she leaves.
It couldn't be louder. It really couldn't be louder.
No, but it's bad because it's there. The fact that it
Doesn't need
exists
to be
means that
spelled
it's
out.
bad.
Tadano-kun just keeps bowing. Yeah, it's drawn right there. I can see. I have eyes.
We don't
You
know
can
if that's...
see him
that may not
continuously
necessarily
bowing. You can see
that
that
to me
in a
almost-
two-dimensional image? Wow, dude.
That to me just looks like he could be like nervous and just
Or
like slumped
exhausted,
over.
like he just sprinted.
Yeah.
Just type Mad World playing in my head right
Komi-san
now.
is pouting. That's just so cute. Pouting. Yeah, they said it right there. It's in the same.
That's the joke. The joke is the caption.
familiar faces. Worn out places.
That's the joke, sir. It's comedy. You can say that you don't like it or don't find it funny, but it's a joke.
What comedy do you find entertaining? Genuinely curious. Is there a comedian that you, dude? I want to see what if is it George Carlin? I'm almost certain it's George Carlin.
This, oh boy, we're
not Mitch
almost there,
Hedberg.
you guys. Kinda.
Oh boy, I just took a little sneak peek into his channel. I have words.
Oh,
That'll be at the end.
good.
Let's go. We got shit to go through. That gave me life.
To add this fucking box saying that she's pouting. Chapter 19. Komi-san overly reacted to the words "no way." Yeah, we see her overly reacting. Does it really matter that she
Again!
overly reacted to the words "no"?
That could just be her being pissed for no reason.
Yes.
without context, we just see her shaking with the clenched fist.
Yes.
This girl putting on makeup.
We don't know what she's reacting to, the what words. Now that we know she's reacting to the words, no way. Because she cannot properly convey that with her thoughts, nor her words, nor her actions.
Or her
really.
expressions.
So now that we know that, because this is this set character, and we are being told this in the best way that we possibly can. But this is bad.
Press play, for the love of God.
way and not in general to the situation? Komi-san won. Yeah, that big text above her head, winner, and the title champion she has on her.
It's a two-part joke. Komi-san won. Tanano is dead last. How can we tell that Tanano is dead last without somebody saying it? It's a joke.
Yeah, that didn't give it away. Thank you for telling me that she won. I wouldn't have guessed. The two returned to their seats. Good thing you told me. This panel really doesn't show that they returned to their seats. Good thing. Thank God for those
Wow.
voices. Chapter 38. She's getting nervous. Yeah, those are those tiny lines that symbolize shaking.
Or
That are
excitement.
used in millions of manga
Yes.
out there.
Or
I
excitement.
think I can guess that it means that she's shaking, and the shaking might be a result
Shut up.
of stress.
Go on. We got it.
Might
Uh-oh.
be?
Uh-oh.
What if there was a way we could clearly state why she was shaking? A
No.
text box? Revolutionary!
Nah, generic.
Nah,
Can't
it's
do
fine.
that.
Dude, text box is bad. Boo, Comey is doing text boxes, so it's bad.
I think I can guess that. Chapter 41. She's nervous.
I can fucking see that.
Maybe. Maybe you
Yeah,
could
just,
see
keep,
it.
just keep bringing the maybe back. I want that to be a repetitive thing because repetition is a great thing, right, my dude?
Yep.
Cicada. Cicada. See, it can be used cleverly, or alright, it's not really that clever, but it can be made into something. It does.
I laughed at that.
That's
I laughed
funny!
at that.
You see the little tiny text bubble when the text
And
bubble
it's like
moving
going
off
off
the
of
screen.
frame, too?
That better be in the anime. I want that. text
Exactly,
bubble
that
in
is
fucking
going to
anime.
be in the anime!
It has to. But yeah, that's good stuff here. And he just, this isn't explaining anything. This is literally a joke.
It always have to be bullshit pseudo exposition. She found a book that looks interesting. Oh really? I thought she picked that book because it looked boring for her. This excited expression on her, yes, I think that meant the book was
What excited expression!
Excited expression. Eyes wide, blank face, no mouth, no nose. Nothing is exuding excitement.
Expression that she has used for roughly 80% of the manga.
For everything. Fear, joy, longing, hunger, everything. This is excitement?
You are
This is
missing the entire point of what has happened here. These text bubbles have programmed you to understand her emotional responses. And you're using the fact that they did their job as a way to tear them down as unnecessary. Can you not? How do you not realize that? You are only able to infer that she's excited about this book because every text bubble up to this point has set you up to see that. Every one of them. It builds, it compounds the information into your noggin, my friend. But it's bad.
It's just bad.
Unnecessary.
though. But bad.
Necessary. Unnecessary.
But bad.
good for clarifying because I wouldn't have guessed by the drawings alone. She's
Oh.
unable to step up to the counter. Yes, the last two panels show exactly that. She got flustered because she frightened him. Oh, really?
You don't know anybody who's got anxiety, do you?
She could just be looking away. There's nothing there that would indicate that she's flustered. There's no like, you know how sometimes you got lines on the face that would indicate that? No, it's just the same looking face and she's just looking away. It could just be like, oh crap, that baby saw me. It could be I'm bad with babies. This could be anything without this text bubble.
You know what? Also is like so. In these two panels, you know that baby is flustered. You know why I can tell he's flustered? Tremble, tremble, tremble. Big ass words right in your face.
Man. He's complaining about this legitimately. These are flaws for the manga. Such that he puts them all together and goes, see?
Lines that intersect in one point that are used in manga to, you know, show more tense situations and, you know, hair making the big eyes and looking all over the place and the
I thought that looks like she's excited. Isn't that her excited face? Big eyes,
before.
no mouth. She excited by that baby?
I will say in the guy's defense, right at the end bit of that last thing, he said like the text actually helped show what it meant. Like he was giving it a point in favor. I will say that.
Okay. I didn't hear that.
Still, overall point bullshit.
exclamation mark and question mark. Wait, do those things mean anything again? Yes, good thing I've got the text.
Oh my
Without
god.
that, I wouldn't have guessed. He forgot to return the book. Why the fuck does it matter? Alright, I think
It's
that's
a
enough.
joke about his character. Just keep playing. I hate.
This is really bad.
I'm fucking dying, dude.
Is the first special episode a Hall of Fame? Is this what's happening right now?
Oh, absolutely.
So fucking movie.
Hands down.
Not even a question.
I'm glad I'm here for this moment.
Oh man, same. Oh, this is gonna be viral. Let's
Unless
go.
he can
Come
pull
on.
it back at the end, just like, yo, psych, gotcha, I
60
love this.
chess.
Here's
60
this
chess.
this secret link to the video where I actually praise Comey a lot. If he does that, I'd be like, crap.
I took a peek at the comments. I'm just gonna make a guess. No.
Yeah, I saw the like to dislike. No, it's not.
Wait,
It's,
we'll mention that at the end too.
It's
Here we go. Come
Or
on.
rather, how it doesn't work. For the record, if you want to say that I cherry-picked examples that suit my point, let me tell you that originally, this part of the video was around 10 minutes long. Over a third of the video's
10
length
minutes?
was just showing how much of this bad narration is there in Komi. However, dedicating
Hold on. You just openly admitted that you went on a 10-minute tirade about text bubbles.
And then he cut it
Also-
out with just like, nah, that's too much.
Also, as a point to this, not probably 5 minutes ago video time, about 45 minutes our time. You literally couldn't be bothered to edit in a number. You saying the correct number chapter. But you decided, hey, I recorded this 10 minutes, but then edited it down to be like, nah, we'll go a little bit more.
Oh man, you right. That is what happened.
So,
So, what are your priorities here?
yeah.
a third
Oh, sorry.
of the video's length just to prove one point sounds like bad pacing to me, and it definitely made the video more boring, which is why I trimmed it down significantly.
Oh, thank God.
Oh yeah, who needs more?
Yeah,
boring?
dude. That 10 minutes was the weakest part of your video for sure.
It'd just be it would just be the text box saying stuff and him going, yes, I can see that.
The anger about the text boxes could just be... It could have been summed up so much faster than it was.
Especially since it's such a non-point.
Yeah.
Most of his points are non-points, but let's continue.
In the scale of 1 to 10 of non-points, though.
True.
So in a nutshell, there's like 4 times more of what I showed in this part, but I think what I showed is enough to back up my argument here. If you
No,
don't believe
sorry,
me that
dude.
there's so much of it, you can verify it for yourself.
I
So,
did.
point proven, let's move onward.
Point proven.
Proven.
Point proven. He
Point
wins.
proven.
Happy octopus. He wins. Point proven. Rip us.
Fucking I am trying. What is it? Y'all said I had restraint. I'm composed.
Revisited
It's
just
breaking.
hits different when somebody's talking about something that you like and they go, nah, it's trash, and they got quarter points. It's just like, dude, if you saying something, say something. Don't just throw your hands up in triumph while you talking this hot
You have no point.
It's literally the meme of the dude
openly
like
admit-
celebrating, like pouring champagne on his face and he's down to like 18th place.
That is literally the meme. That is literally what I just edit that in here, please. Just put that on here. That's what this guy is.
Movement or change, nothing fucking happens. This one is kinda unshowable because, well, how am I supposed to show that there isn't something in the manga? It's the classic problem of proving the non-existence of something. The only way to do that is to show everything there is to show and then say, look, it's not there.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Simply put, Komi, Tadano,
No.
Hajime, and everyone else is basically the same as they were in the chapters they were introduced at.
No.
No, they
All
are.
the same.
They are.
All the same.
Nah, they're all the same.
All the same.
I got 47
My-
chapters of knowledge to go by, sir. I
My
win.
good sir.
47 chapters. They're the same. I win.
I take my top hat off in shame.
It's,
You can't.
he can, and
say
he
that
did.
with such limited knowledge.
It's crazy.
Again, going back to One Piece, equating Zoro is just sword dude. It isn't until like when is like his past really delved into? It's like after Arlong, right?
I think it's like right after Mihawk, as a matter of fact. You remember?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
say probably after me.
So
Yeah.
like that's like
It's
in the 50s you get a little bit about his past, but then like he doesn't have another like real big substantial character
until
growth
we
thing
meet
until
the girl, what his childhood friend, the sword.
okay
training
well no
partner.
it's the person that looks like her, but like the thing that
Why,
I'm thinking
yes.
of is when he takes on all the pain Luffy experienced.
Right. Oh, that's
Like, that's-
after that. Right.
That is super far after that. That's Thriller Bark, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it's Thriller Bark.
That is so because like he meets her before Alabasta.
Log Town. Yep. Right before it.
Lowtown. Yeah. That is that
No,
like
but-
200-300 chapters?
No, but I got all of Zoro's character, and he's boring. He's just a sword guy. I got it. I can speak definitively on him.
you get nothing of Usopp. You get not
Nothing.
him leaving the crew.
Nothing.
Soge King. You get none of
And
that.
and you speak so definitively
Robin doesn't exist yet.
with such little knowledge. He's just going, nah, I got it.
Definitive.
It's
Like,
crazy that he got the balls to do this.
Like literally, Sanji doesn't have substantial character growth until Whole Cake.
You know what? Right.
You
right.
know very little about Sanji except that he cooks and he's a womanizer. Basically, until Whole Cake Island, where it's like, oh, this motherfucker is a part of a world famous crime syndicate.
No, but you can speak definitively on Baradier. You can go, oh, I know his whole character and this sucks and he's one note. You can do that.
And also, and okay, and it just for example, just we're going chapters here. Whole Cake. Let's see, when does that start? Because we're
A
past
long-
chapter 1000 to one.
Gotta be in
Long
the
time.
800s.
Okay. pudding coincidentally appears, so that's like first mentioned at 876. That's in the 800s. 800 chapters. You basically know nothing about Sanji.
Good. That's how it should be.
One note.
And you can just speak on them.
Oh my god,
This is terrible.
this is beyond.
I would never dream to just go, I've got so little knowledge on something, but let me speak on
He
why
admitted
it's
it.
trash.
So early on, and he continues to use definitive terminology and vocalization to assert his superiority.
You can't do that. You literally cannot.
If he had read the series and still had that, I'd be like, okay, fine. You have the metal.
You got
to
the
you
knowledge.
to use that. Sure, you've earned that right. You're wrong, in my personal opinion, but you've earned your right to say that definitively. You stopped. You quit. Not even a third of the way in at the time, and you're still going to say that without fully encapsulating everything the series is in your own mind by reading it, that your definitive opinion is correct.
Yes.
It's mind-blowing. It's
crazy.
insane.
The fact that somebody like this exists is just crazy. I can't believe it. I can't understand.
But chapter 46 has Komi speak to Tadano in person, using her voice, and we see some feelings between them, and they blush and shit. You were right about one thing, brother. This manga is shit. But I didn't say that, isn't it? Oh, well, I'm saying that.
You destroy that
46
straw man.
motherfucking chapter.
You destroy it. Kill that straw man. Beat the out of him. You can do it.
Lit on fire,
The
displayed to the internet. Look it. Comey sucks. I did it.
I proved it.
The self-serving literacy he just used. Absurd. That is the word
Also-
of this watch. It is absurd.
Your whole thing was, oh, they're one note. You're literally seeing a substantial character growth for this character in these pages.
She's talking, you clown!
She's complimenting him.
And you're just talking in your dumb voice to make your point seem more like, oh, it's a stupid
Oh
thing
my!
that's happening.
Dumb voice equals bad point is terrible.
was
You
that
can't
thing
just
about?
dumb voice him and you're like, yeah, you made a terrible point. Moving on.
Is that you talking to the brain cancer dead people
Yeah.
that you mentioned earlier, my friend?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
There's so much in these 5 panels.
These panels are amazing. Like, okay.
For something so basic? 3 volumes for that? That's bad pacing.
Yes, they
To
are.
her, it's not basic.
It's basic.
He said
To
bad.
her, talking
Basic.
is like almost a physical impossibility.
Talking
at that
and
point.
and complimenting a boy.
Ralph, I think you nailed it on the head. Like, this guy's never met anyone with anxiety in his life.
No,
like-
he's never, not once in his life.
Like, literally, people that have panic attacks, like, it is an involuntary thing where just this feeling inside of you just literally makes you almost incapable of breathing.
I've witnessed
You
it
get so
repeatedly.
riddled and nervous and just welled up with so much nervous energy and emotion that you can't breathe. The thing that you need to do to live.
No, but it took too long to get this one little moment, so it's bad pacing. When she has what do you want? Chapter 20 where it's just like, oh, she's singing in front of the school? No, it's a slow process of building up with little tiny moments of her getting better, of her communicating. That's what this is.
I would
And-
love
and it-
to hear him express explicitly what he wants, what he considers good pacing, and good story narrative. I demand to hear it. We are now 20 minutes in and he hasn't brought up a top 5 yet. That means he's closing out with a top 5.
He
and I
has
cannot
to.
fucking wait.
He has to. I hope he says something.
If he doesn't, I'm gonna my opinion will worsen of him, and it's already in the goddamn
At the
dumpster.
very least, we can check out his page and see what he's writing.
That's the plan, homie.
Oh boy, you will not.
Let's go. Let's go.
You won't find much.
Anyways, how in the bloody hell are other manga able to tell and show complete stories with characters that are fleshed out and everything in 4 volumes? Because they don't waste time. I know that rom-coms generally don't do anything with their plot, but who cares? Something could have been told, something could have been developed.
There is stuff being told and developed. She's
Hold on. He just covered the build-up to her finally talking, and then says that nothing developed.
seriously.
This can't be real. I refuse to admit this.
Her
can be
coming
real.
into high school with the dream of having 100 friends, and she is slowly making friends. We see her definitively have 15 friends. Those are steps. Those are things happening. She went from 0 to 15. It's a hard number. It's a hard progression. Things are happening.
And let's be clear again, this is not easy for her.
No, it's not.
This is a disorder. A mental disorder that she has and she is overcoming. And all these small things are huge. And it makes the even bigger steps that she takes later in the manga, which you did not read, even more impactful.
Even more monumentally impactful. And you have to look at it even like how she communicates with her family. She barely talks with them. She acts normally, but when it comes to talking, she's not even doing it at home.
Like,
There's
We
so
see-
much
hold on.
here.
We get that point. Again, the character he doesn't know exists, Manbagi. We get the point where we see Manbagi literally look to Komi and be like, wow, she has so many friends, I want to be like her. The amount of time and investment we have seen for Komi developing her ability to communicate in every small, minute way she can to earn through scraping and fighting in her own way to get to those 11 to 15 friends. That this girl, who now has her own issues, but has no friends, can look up to her in the same way she did for
Crazy
Tadano.
stuff.
It's insane. It is perfect.
It's great stuff there. It's a full circle, and then they become friends, and they support each other so hard. Because they
And
know
for
what
this
each
dude-
other are going through.
And this dude
to a,
doesn't even read that. Has
Doesn't even
no
know it
idea.
exists.
Play.
Developed, but nothing was. In chapter 220 fucking 3, Komi has said, I love you to Tadano.
But in a school play,
So technically, she didn't say it for real.
You
This
can't
piece of
talk
garbage.
about that scene when you don't have
Don't have any of the
Hold up.
kind of context,
Get
no build
there.
up, no nothing. And he's speaking like, oh, she finally said it, but in a play. Hey, do you think that the play being up here on the
stop.
stage in front of everybody is very difficult for her?
Yeah. She said it. She said, I love you. She said the words
She still said
on
it.
a stage during a play. She has gone from trembling at a chalkboard in fucking the first chapter to at this point being able to vocally narrate dialogue on a stage
In front of
in a
people.
play. The amount of character development and personal growth that has been had is immense, and you are minimizing it through it's not a real admission to love, it's a bait. No, you fucking clown. It's not about the admission
No, it's
or the
not.
confession. It's about her fucking character growth.
It's not even about
And this
how
is-
long it took, because he goes 223. If however
did
long
Luffy-
it takes, that's
when
how
did-
long it takes.
When did Luffy get Gear second? When did Luffy's power first evolve?
Chapter...
It couldn't have been in the first 500 chapters.
No, it was. It was like chapter 380.
Okay, 380. We see Luffy do the first attack that's not gum punch.
387.
And this motherfucker has been given Comey going from a absolute emotion, it can't show emotion mute character
Zero
to
emotion.
acting on a stage. And you have the gall to downplay it?
He doesn't see
Like,
that. He sees the moment of her saying that, but it means nothing because it's in a play. Not the fact that she's up there, the fact that she said a meaningless thing.
He's talking about, the bait is his issue, not the intense story that's happening in front of.
And
You know,
the
fuck
literal
60
like,
chest. Homeboy can't even play Connect 4.
and literally again, like not having context. The next chapter is the conversation in the stairwell with Mambagi, which is one that is the
He doesn't know about
moment-
it. He doesn't know what happened.
Again, like at this point, it's probably at the beginning of the video. Heavy Comey spoilers.
Big time.
That is, I think this is the literal moment where Comey is fully talking to Monbagi.
Yes,
At
she-
this point, from
phone
here
conversations and
on,
everything.
any conversation she has with Monbagi is talking now.
Yes.
Yep.
It is such a big thing, and it is such a pivotal moment because they both lay it out on the line. Hey, we both like this guy, but we're both going to encourage each other. Like, it is such a good moment, a
Yes.
good scene between these two characters, these two amazing characters.
She's verbalizing
No.
her feelings. She's recognizing another person. She's accepting the competition. She's supporting the other person. There's so much going on in them chapters. But he doesn't get that. He doesn't even care to get it. Because he gets that one little moment that he goes, ooh, bad.
Mm-hmm.
This is insanity.
This
Yeah,
is
how can you fucking get in the
what's going on.
Ralph went
Slow
crazy
can
and
you
it cut
get?
out.
How slow can you get? All you don't know.
It takes
You-
as long as it takes.
No. He doesn't know a single moment that happens after the chapter in this fourth volume.
No.
He has no idea besides these interim pages that was probably gifted to him by his quote-unquote Reddit informers.
Absolutely.
And you're gonna talk about it being slow.
No, but chapter 223, that's more than chapter 50. Should have happened earlier. Boo. That's all he's
chapter,
doing.
There was still no resolution to that. It's so fucking obvious she likes him and that the feeling is mutual. Though Chokyu Karashi Kanojo could get to the main couple having sex in 20 chapters.
That's a different
Whoa.
story. That's a
complete.
Hold on.
Yes,
Hold on.
exactly.
20 chapters to full-on sex, guys. This is his good narrative.
seriously, this is what he wants.
And again, this is another comedy thing. And the whole point of these two characters is they're both very blunt. Like that's the
They're
whole thing.
yelling
the
at
mutual
each other.
consent at the bottom. I have read this manga. It is funny, it is good, but it is for a different reason. The whole thing is like they're both very bombastic personalities and they just clash with each other, but they like each other. So the whole comedic aspect of it is they both are just like very upfront. There are some chapters, I will say, that like where some of them, like I think like right before they do the deed, like the girl I believe is actually like having reservations and what have you, and it's actually being silent and stuff, and it's like a you know shifting character and what have you, and there's some good stuff there. It's a different manga though with a different pacing and what have you. It is more on the comedic side of things than the slice of life side of things, which is Comey is a slice of life manga.
Especially with character exploration and quote Comey and things like that. It's
Yeah,
just
like,
just comparing
this manga is these two.
Comey-
That's it. It's these
Comey
two.
is
It's really
a
just these two.
character-driven narrative.
And he's just going, look over here. They did it. They just in 20 chapters.
They boned in 20 chapters. That's good narrative.
Why can't everything just do that in 20 chapters?
There's no fucking excuse for this shit in comics.
No
You
excuse.
know what? That nicely leads us to infinitely better alternatives.
Here we go.
to comics.
Yeah, bring it.
Yes, there are better romance comedies out
Fucking
there.
bring it.
What a twist.
I've got three better
funny
manga
Three.
for you.
Three.
Not just better than Komi, because it really doesn't take much, but legitimately good manga, which aren't generic and do something new.
Non-generic.
otherwise.
Generic.
First up, the aforementioned Do Chokyu Karashi Kanojo.
Oh boy, it's so generic. Fan service all abound. I can name 15 other series that are super generic. Like, you can do this with anything.
2 wacky
It's got
characters,
great fucking
generic.
pacing.
Yeah.
Never waste your time. Both of the main characters aren't generic, which are
Both of the
They are
main
very-
characters aren't generic. That's one of his praises of this. What do you mean by that?
The funny thing is they are.
Oh, whoops. Oh, sorry. Whoops. Big whoops.
Keep playing. Oh, this is good. This is
that
good.
It doesn't follow the basic school rom-com formula. Very expressive art as well. Above that we have Teenage Renaissance David. There's literally no other manga like it.
I've read this. It's quite good, actually. There's a lot of what he complained about here. Just this girl is
hold on.
Venus. This
This is the text bubble.
This is text bubble. Absolutely.
a very intelligent and beautiful girl. Well, why is she very intelligent and
I can see that. Look at her hair. It's long. It's voluptuous. She must be intelligent. I don't need text bubbles. Get the fuck out of here.
This manga does a lot of the things that he's legitimately. There are like 5 chapters that begin with, "Hey, my name is Davis, and now here is this."
You can't be serious.
Absolutely serious. This is actually really good though. It's quite funny. Yeah, no, what?
All the characters are based on famous works of classical art, and the humor
Contradictions,
is
they're
based on the
mounting.
absurd of situations that ensue from that fact. Yes, it's also a high school romance comedy, but everything about it is unique, and the art is wonderful as well. It ended
He just goes, everything about it is unique.
Doesn't list the
That
animation
says-
ding?
That,
Is that
it's
what I'm
basically
hearing?
what it is, and then it looks pretty, but that says nothing. He's just going, it's unique.
You explained 0% of why you like it or what makes it unique. You just said the word and
You
expected
just
us to
say
accept it.
unique and just go, this is better because it's unique.
Unique doesn't equal better. Generic doesn't equal
Hate
bad.
this
but it has a proper ending. For what it is, its length is quite perfect as
Oh, it has a proper ending. Maybe when Comey finishes,
Maybe.
you can actually judge it after it has a proper ending, and not even a fourth.
Maybe I should read 1/6 of that David show, of the David manga, and be like, yo, this is trash. Everybody is one note and everything. How? That's basically what you doing.
We're almost there. Let's see his number 1. Let's see his number 1.
comes to quality, Miss Black General. It's not a school rom-com, which is a very good thing.
What?
Stop.
It's-
Stop.
What do you mean that's a good thing that it's not a school rom-com? Is it a bad
it's
thing?
not.
Because you named 2 things that were school rom-coms.
No, but you can't compare a school rom-com to a non-school rom-com and say that the non-school rom-com is the better I'm
And the
I'm
setting,
fucking-
premise, and characters are all unique. They are
Unique,
based on superhero
again.
tropes, but unlike Komi, they
Hold on. They're based on superhero tropes.
use those tropes. Miss Black General is the nemesis of the superhero Brave Man, a
Batman.
superhero
Okay,
and
he
his
did it.
nemesis. That is basic as hell. But Black General became
Oh.
evil because of her crush for Brave Man. She figured out that villains are the people who spend the most times with superheroes.
Actually,
A
kind
clever
of sounds
twist.
interesting.
And it's
Check
like
that
that
out.
with everything else as well. The manga also changes and develops over time. The reputation and relationships of characters change, something fucking happens. It's definitely
You
mean
don't get to a
happens in
point where
Comey?
things happen. You
Like
can't
in
say
Comey.
things don't happen.
If you read,
Seriously.
That happens in Comey too, my dude.
I'm gonna just say the little editing bits that were in those scenes. There's a theme in his channel that we'll get to.
More
Great.
comedy than it is romance, but it is still based on the crush of our main heroine, and there's also a few other sweet pairs that have interesting relationships as well. Still not sure? Got you covered! I already made videos about those 3 manga, and I think all those 3 videos do a pretty good job of telling everything you need to know about these gems. But I suggest you skip the middleman in the form of those videos of mine and just go straight to reading those manga. So to conclude, Komi is objectively generic. All the characters
No, hold on.
In conclusion, it's objectively generic.
For it to get anywhere.
Let this
It still
list play
doesn't
out.
really get anywhere. It contradicts itself. It wastes times and words on things that really have no meaning or consequences. It pulls half of its premise out of thin air and forgets about the other half later down the road.
Okay. I'm gonna break this down real quick for everybody. All right, nothing new. It's already been done multiple times. Everything you've talked about is mute. It doesn't mean anything. That's your conversation piece. All characters are shallow. You bring
got nothing.
points up are shallow. You didn't even finish the series, and you're talking about it as a whole when you don't know more than a third of it. So you are shallow. Nothing happens, 0 progression, all of your points amount to nothing. That's you, friend. Contradictions, that's self-explanatory. It wastes time. My past 2 hours have been wasted on this. Homie is treated as a goddess, even though it's stated in the manga that she's normal. Homie, you treat yourself on a pedestal, despite your opinions being a dumpster fire. Can your self-importance go no higher? Thank you. That's this whole list. That's self-fucking important.
It's
Thank you.
terrible.
Stop worshipping Komi.
Christ.
She's not worth it. Her manga's not worth it. There are better things out there. Why are you wasting your time?
Time that you enjoy is not time wasted.
Yo, on that editing point.
Hold on,
man,
no,
you,
there's a final clip, final meme.
Oh.
Oh, I hate you so much.
Yo, Corridor Digital wants a word with you. That's what
It's not even a subtle attempt at asserting dominance. Like you're T-posing to assert dominance because you've triggered the internet with this anti-Comey video when every point you have tried to make has either contradicted a prior point you've made, been nothing but a lambasting, self-indulgent monologue for a problem that went on for more than 10 minutes of recording that you had to dump because it was dull as dirt, and then you make us sit through the next 3 series that are supposedly better with your number one not even being the same genre.
Seriously.
I am
Insanity.
confused.
It just goes, these are better, but they're so different that it's not even worth talking about.
Wow.
So
There's
this video-
self-indulgent, and then there's that.
So this video, Komi-san is a garbage manga, a video essay by Kua Sakto, I think that's how you pronounce it. Actually has 16,500 views almost.
Why? It's got Komi-san, the first
It
fucking
has-
word.
It has 225 likes.
That's healthy. That's
Can we
good.
guess-
Don't say the dislikes.
Can we guess the dislikes?
It's healthy.
27,000
It's
minimum.
good. Like 3. It's fine. Not too bad.
You were a factor of 10 off, I will say.
2.7 million.
Oh, like him
No.
reading Comey?
2,700 dislikes.
Oh, okay, I was okay. All right.
Because
all right.
people know.
You literally said 27,000. You were literally, you
Yeah.
were just a decimal point off.
Because
All
people,
right.
And the comments are just
they're destroying them.
there's he has a pinned comment.
This
At
just put a smile on
23:39,
my
you
face.
can
He's-
hear a list of points I made in the video. All of them are elaborated on, explained, and backed up with many examples in the actual video. If you
Whoops.
can counter those points and show me how they're wrong, I'll happily admit defeat and even delete this video.
Oh, here we go. Oh, here we fucking go.
Whoops.
Homie.
Whoops.
And there are 26 replies to it of him going back and forth between people.
You ain't ready.
I'm just saying the list exists. Maybe you should maybe get in on some of that action.
Maybe we link that video in the description. Maybe we do that. Because yeah, this is crazy.
This was a
this was
fucking
insane.
roll, man.
This is another Hall of Fame -10.
I'm out of like
Horrible points.
breath.
Horrible points.
So I'm just and literally the manga that he showed off, which was the
Superhero
the
one?
two
Oh, the hyper ones, the bombastic ones.
the hyper students that fall in love with each other.
Yeah.
And then his points where he was zooming in on crotches and boobs. Just to get, and again, what people like is what people like. So like, I'm not going to, I'm not dissing what he likes, but I'm going to make a point that it is coloring his opinion.
Mm-hmm. So you
Some
think
of
he's more
his-
of a bit of a fan service type of person?
Oh yes. So best fan
without a
service
doubt.
scene
Look at
ever,
his banner.
Diebuster.
His banner
Um,
shows that.
There is best hentai I read recently. There is I saw
Why
another one.
Pokemon characters are perfect for Rule 34/hentai.
What?
Yes.
What? My dude?
Censorship be damned. Sex, violence, gore, lesbians, and insanity. Like again, you can be horny on main, and that is a completely okay thing.
You do
Good on
you.
you, dude. But I think that is coloring your opinion. Where like this, Comey is so pure.
It's too pure.
It is too pure for this world, this manga. And I think just because it didn't get to the boobs and the sex quick enough for you, that I think that is coloring your opinion that it is
Whoa.
quote unquote slow.
I hope. Ooh. Yeah.
But
He has
what?
a video called Lowly Hentai, and in the thumbnail it says, "Ever heard of a victimless crime?"
What?
Okay. Yeah.
What?
So let's
Yeah.
ignore that. Yeah, this is a -10.
This is a
There's
deep
no-
-10.
There's no question.
Hold on. He's got a video from 2 years ago. In chapter 94, One Piece finally got good.
Oh yeah, I did see that. I wanted to bring that up.
There's one for you and BG, guys. In
That
chapter
is
94,
Luffy
it finally
defeating
got
Arlong,
good.
I believe.
Unbelievable.
Finally.
Wait. Yeah, like
Oh,
this. I just to end summation as far as like read this manga for yourself. Like obviously don't let other people color your own opinions.
holy shit.
I cannot recommend this series
It's
enough.
Same. It
So
hooked me
good.
in.
Like-
I had to read the entire thing in 4 damn days. I mean,
It's so good.
We literally recently a big thing happened very recently in the manga, and so this big moment happened in the initial part of the moment, and then DA was like, I'm not reading for a few months, like I have to let it go. And then a few chapters came out and Ralph and I read them, and we're like, dude, read it, read the chapters, please read the chapters. And he did. Would you like to exclaim your reaction to Ralph?
I am of like 8 minds about it. I'm happy. The biggest thing of where I was just reading, where Tanano comes up to Komi and just goes, just to be 100% sure that you understood me. When I said I liked you, I did not mean by like friends. I meant romantically. That took me
dying.
so off of guard. It was.
I was dying.
I'm like, oh my goodness. We can't, after all this faffing about, we can't just do this. And they just do this.
They are. They're just laying it there
They're-
because it's a natural progression.
We're here now.
It's natural.
We're here. Y'all heard me constantly talking about, oh yeah, we're here. We can see the train. The train's over there, but there's a long line and we got our tickets. Now that we just cut in front of the line and we didn't show our tickets and we're just on it. We hijacked the train and we're on it and we're going. I'm like, no, there was a procedure here.
So I will say, so obviously read Comey. And if you do like it, there are like 2 manga that are like directly in the same vein and one that's like a little bit subsidiary that I would recommend. Horimiya, very similar kind of slice of life, school setting, good characters. I would say it's like in the scale of romance to slice of life. So I would put Comey higher on the slice of life than romance. I think the scale is just tipped a little bit in reverse for Horimiya. That's good. Suradura Children, which is even more short form than Comey and even more on the comedy side. So I'd go like, it's actually like if the scale somehow like went higher in both sides for romance and for slice of life comedy. Because it's like a bunch of these groupings of students that both like have these very different relationships, romantic, but relationships with each other. And they're just like these short little segments of like very short chapters. But it's very fun, very endearing, and like a very similar like feeling of Comey, if I could say that. And then one that isn't a school setting rom-com, but is still again kind of that same rom-com-y feeling that I enjoy. I think there's an anime out for it now too. Like the kind of rough English translation is "It's difficult to love an otaku," or "Wotaku Nikoi wa Muzukashi." It's a isn't josei like supposed to be like more adult, right?
Yeah,
I think. So it is not a school setting. They're like work colleagues. But yeah, read Comey.
yeah. Comey.
End of the day.
Top of the list. That's number 1.
Just read it.
Yeah.
Read it.
And again,
Actually read it.
super breezy
Don't
read.
do what this jerk did.
BG watched that Lowly video and he said it was pretty rough.
I just
Oh,
watched
no.
it too, actually.
All right.
I am
no.
actually like
He's disgusting.
This-
This man is
he,
disgusting.
It's fine.
he's terrible.
He's saying that they're
Yeah.
drawing so they're not real, so it's a victimless crime. So why not just legalize it? Because there's no real distinction between a 25-year-old and a 12-year-old when it comes to the body type. So who cares?
Yeah, who cares?
Oh.
This dude
that's
is
a mindset to have. Who cares?
It's already pretty clear where this guy's like
Who
proclivities
cares?
lie. So let's just
I'd
move
like
on.
to make an amendment of "you do what you do."
Not that.
That statement, not that, please.
Not that, obviously.
If you are an adult and you do what you do involves children, no.
Involve children in a sexual way.
Hey, yeah.
Because
Yeah.
if you're an
I
adult
understand
and
that
you're a
you do what
teacher,
you
that's
do.
whatever.
That you do what you do is typically in relation to romantically.
When you do what you do and it's on the fringe of legality.
Morality.
When there's an argument to be made for legality, you have to look back and just like, well, if there's an argument to be made, better to go on this side.
All right.
All right, that's
At-
it.
Let's go. We're done here.
Yeah, we don't have a sign off, so that's just it. And click.